What's up, fish tank people? This is Chuck again with the outside tanks, giving you a little bit of an update. Things seem to be growing really well. Only one tank that I have issues with, and it's this center one. Right in the middle. This one here, it doesn't seem to want to be doing much. Things are growing, but not like their other tanks. I don't know if it's the white sand or what the deal is. Lots of new growth in those. And down in the pit here is the big tub that I used to keep the koi in during the winter. I would put them in this and put them in the basement, let them winter over, because my pond would freeze solid here in Michigan. But these are all the clippings that I put in here, and man, are they doing good. A lot of this stone, this P-rock, was from the bottom of my pond. They're pre-formed plastic ponds, and I've just put P-rock on the bottom of them to hold down the lilies. And I was cleaning them out one year and just left them back here. I haven't had the pond up and running, and decided to throw some plants in here, and wow, are they going great. This plant right here with the red veins in it is a plant that you plant out into your yard or whatever. I seen somebody had one of these in a bog area on their pond, and I was just wondering if it'll grow in the bog area. Maybe it'll grow underwater. Wouldn't that be sharp in a tank if it'll grow underwater? It's in the shallow end right now. We'll see what it's going to do. I noticed the leaves have turned real pale green, and the red's still pretty intense, but we'll see what happens. Man, is there a lot of stuff growing in there. And then it just dawned on me the other day what this moss was. Remember I was talking about this moss? I bought Rika one time for my tank, and I thought the fish ate it all. Well, what I've been doing is I don't do water changes on this stuff out here. I just take the water from my big tank when I do a water change on it and just dump it in here and just basically cap it off. Well, apparently I must have had a little sprig of that Rika in my filter or whatever, and when I back flushed it and dumped all the water into here, I must have got some in here somehow or whatever, and it's growing. So I'll have that growing again. Some of this stuff I took and I saved my little plastic pots, and I've put stuff inside those. And just for example, some of the clippings of baby tears that were floating, put it in there. There's roots sticking out the side already. Same with this. Stuck a chunk in there, threw some gravel in it, and voila. I love this over here. I can't wait to clean that up and take that into the house in the fall. There's more right there. And what I'll do is, just to make sure I don't introduce anything into my tank, is I'm going to take one of these tanks and clear it out and put an ultraviolet sterilizer on it and filter and run it for about a week, and then I'll take the plants out of it and put it in my tank. There's tons of stuff growing in here. Gotta start getting some more of these baby tears and putting them in pots getting them to root out so I can have some more big clumps to bring in the house. Just a little sprig of Kambamba, whatever, the top part of it. Threw it in there and voila, it's taken off. Baby's tears everywhere. Really hope this plant does good. I'm half tempted to take it and bring a piece inside and stick it in the tank, but gotta be careful. Some of this stuff can be poisonous to your fish, so would really look sharp in a tank though. If you ever think about getting one of these, this is an electric blue lobster or crayfish thing. They're cool and everything, but if you got any tetras or small fish, might as well forget it, because that's going to be his dinner. He's cleaned me out of all my neons, regular and the black neons, all the tetras, all the rasboras. They're just, everything small is gone. He got them. The bad thing was I brought one of those home and it was pregnant, and I had about 200 of those buggers running around. And well, I made some money at the pet store, but boy, they havoc on your tank trying to get all those things out of the plants. Too many places for them to hide. But like I said, they will tear your tank up. There's one in this one too, and I'm hoping I have the last two of them out. There he goes. Yep. Anybody live near Swartz Creek, Michigan? And you come over and you can have them. They have caused me enough grief. I made money off from them, but they caused me a lot of grief. Be happy to get rid of them. I also have too many of these parrotfish, and they're not liking it out here because the water's too cold. But those need to go too. Well, that's it for updating now. Hope you enjoyed the video. Later.